I have a kid the other day who came in here and his friend was shot and killed that morning on the street. He didn't go home, he came here.
Any child has the potential to meet and reach their needs. What makes it more difficult is the social economic setting that surrounds them.
New York is the world's economic capital. If we want to continue to maintain that position, we've got to invest in our young people.
50% of our young African American and Latino children are not graduating at all. That is a crisis.
We all want the same things. We want to be reinforced around the things that are possible for us to achieve, not the things that are not possible.
United Way believes by focusing on 5 action areas, we can really create lasting community change. And those 5 action areas are homelessness prevention, education, access to health care, building economic independence, and strengthening the nonprofit sector.
The linkage between education, helping build the family environment and other aspects of kids' lives was really brought together in a really great way by the United Way.
Community achievement projects in the schools concentrate on kids with poor attendance.
CAPS allows us to provide wraparound services.
I like to have this sort of community-based operation in my school because they can do so much more for kids.
It's not just here's the money, work with these students. It's also here are the tools that you need.
We truly believe they can, with our help and our support, graduate from high school.
A major component of what's going on in the schools has to do with violence.
When I went to school, I would take all my anger out on everybody. I was smart, but I just didn't put no effort into anything.
We now have to turn that all around and tell them, despite the fact that you're in poverty, there's a future and it's a brighter future if you can just do what you have to do here once you get into this building.
We have social workers that understand the system, so that person has the ability to really take their time to sit with the young person, explain to them, these are the number of credits that you have to take every semester and pass every semester for you to graduate.
I think it was really the counselors that helped me hold it together.
All of it together is what's going to get our kids to graduation.
I'm graduating top 10 in the senior class, and it's not even my class because I'm graduating a year early.
We have a lot of students who are absent to school, and they're very young and they're already starting to be absent.
4th and 5th grade students, they're about to make that big transition into middle schools, and they can get lost in those middle schools, and once a child is lost, it's hard to get that child caught up.
Even though they are labeled as troubled students, if anybody had to go through the things they go through, they'd probably be doing the same.
They don't have equal opportunity, they don't have equal access.
What we've been able to do is work along with the CAPS program to have incentives for students to come to school.
We do family outreach, home visits, counseling. We also have the family involved in parent workshops.
We really encourage families to see that ultimately the way out of poverty is to educate their children.
Talk about No Child Left Behind. These are the kids that have been left behind already.
There's not a lot of sympathy for kids who've been incarcerated. Matter of fact, there's a lot of anger and a lot of people who want to lock them up and throw away the key.
No one should be put in a box. No one should be put in a box.
Community Prep is a transition school for young people who are coming out of jail and detention.
They've made mistakes, but they're also still kids, and they're still entitled to everything that we can as a society to help them achieve their individual hopes and dreams.
Like caught up between these two worlds, and sometimes it's like a little battle. One is pulling me left and one is pulling me right.
So you have to really try to provide the opportunity for little successes, for kids to build a little hope.
I have like this cycle where I progress, where I take 2 steps forward and 1 step back.
A lot of kids come in here not thinking that the world is for them.
And faculty here at Community Prep wanted to see me succeed.
United Way's CAPS and Focus Forward programs enable us to reach out to kids in ways that we would not be able to.
The staff here were sympathetic, but they were stern, They weren't having all the BS that I was used to.
It takes a lot of people, it can take a lot of time to really convince a teenager that you're not going to give up on them and that what matters is their well-being and their success.
I remember when I got that acceptance letter from NYU, I went crazy.
The young person sitting next to you could be a future scientist, a future doctor.
They deserve that opportunity. They deserve to be given that chance, and United Way gives them that.
The United Way has the ability to bring together the resources to capture organizations across smaller footprints to provide the assistance both financially and technically to meet the needs of those in their communities.
While many people have great benefits and enjoy a great lifestyle, there are more people even than that who really suffer with lack of education. We need to get involved, and we need to do it quickly, and we need to do it with a lot of energy.
We're taking the tough kids and we're trying to turn them around, and we need help. We need help with that.
People need to get involved. They need to become engaged. They need to donate, volunteer, do whatever it takes to make a lasting change in their communities.